Imagine a German shepherd rescued from the ruins of a battlefield, rising to become the first true canine movie star, outshining human actors and even winning more Oscar votes than anyone else. So don't miss this epic journey from the trenches of World War I to the red carpets of Hollywood. If you love heroic pets, classic cinema, and unbelievable real-life adventures, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss another legendary story. Alright, let's get started. In the bleak winter of 1918, as World War was drawing to a close, a young American soldier named Corporal Lee Duncan wandered through the battle-scarred village of Fliery, France. Amid the ruins of a bombed-out German kennel, Duncan heard the faint sounds of life. There, huddled in the dark among the crumbled walls, he found a German shepherd mother and her 5 newborn puppies. Despite the chaos of the war, Duncan's heart couldn't leave them behind. He took them in, fed them, and cared for them like they were his own. 2 of the strongest puppies caught his eye, and he named them Rin Tin Tin and Nanette, after French good luck dolls given to soldiers for protection during wartime. It was a hopeful name, and for one of those puppies, it would prove to be prophetic. Duncan managed to bring both Rin Tin Tin and Nanette back to the United States after the armistice. Sadly, Nanette died shortly after arriving in New York due to pneumonia. Heartbroken but determined, Duncan poured all his love and effort into raising Rin Tin Tin. The two shared a deep bond, both survivors of unimaginable hardship, both looking for a new purpose in post-war America. Rin Tin Tin wasn't just a pet, to Duncan, he was family, friend, and a living symbol of resilience. Back in Los Angeles, Duncan began training Rin Tin Tin. The dog quickly proved to be extraordinarily intelligent and agile, mastering complex tricks and responding to subtle hand gestures and voice commands. Rin was fearless, fast, and remarkably photogenic, with noble features and an expressive face. At a local dog show, Duncan filmed Rin jumping over a 13-foot barrier, an astonishing feat that would later catch the attention of Hollywood insiders. This was a time when animal actors were mostly novelty acts, but Duncan saw something more. He knew Rin Tin Tin had the makings of a star. The turning point came when a silent film crew was struggling to shoot a scene involving a wolf. The animal they hired refused to cooperate. Duncan, who was nearby, offered Rin Tin Tin as a substitute. To everyone's surprise, the German shepherd performed the scene flawlessly in one take. The producers were stunned. This unexpected performance led to Rin Tin Tin's first credited role in the 1922 film The Man from Hell's River. From there, his fame exploded. In 1923, Rin Tin Tin starred in Where the North Begins, a film that became a huge hit and is widely credited with saving Warner Brothers from financial collapse. The movie's success was so significant that Rin Tin Tin earned the nickname, the Mortgage Lifter, as his films brought in more revenue than most human-led pictures of the time. He went on to star in over 20 films, each more thrilling than the last. In these films, he was portrayed as a brave, intelligent, and loyal hero, fighting bandits, saving lives, surviving wilderness adventures, and always outsmarting the villain. By the mid-1920s, Rin Tin Tin was not just a Hollywood star, he was a full-blown cultural icon. He had a fan club with thousands of members, received up to 50,000 fan letters a month, and reportedly had his own private chef. His earnings were enormous for the time, and he even had product endorsements, everything from dog food to comic books and toys. German shepherds saw a surge in popularity thanks to his influence, and many families brought them home hoping their dogs would be just like Rin Tin Tin. In the background of all this glamour was Lee Duncan, who managed Rin Tin Tin's career with meticulous care. He was not interested in exploiting his beloved dog but in showcasing his unique talents. Duncan believed that animals had emotional depth and could tell stories just like humans if given the right direction and respect. He trained Rin Tin Tin daily, always prioritizing the dog's comfort and well-being over any film production schedule. Rin Tin Tin's popularity was so immense that, according to Hollywood legend, he actually received the most votes for Best Actor at the very first Academy Awards in 1929. However, the Academy decided that giving the Oscar to a dog might undermine the seriousness of the new awards. So they quietly gave it to German actor Emil Jannings instead. Still, The myth persisted, and Rin Tin Tin remained Hollywood's favorite canine. As the era of silent films ended and talkies took over, Rin Tin Tin's roles became fewer. He acted in some early sound films, but his fame was beginning to fade. However, he continued to be loved by fans until his peaceful death on August 10, 1932, at the age of 14. In a moment worthy of Hollywood drama, actress Jean Harlow, his neighbor, reportedly ran across the street when she heard he was dying, cradling his head in her arms as he took his last breath. That evening, radio shows paused their programming to announce the passing of America's most beloved dog. Duncan was devastated but had already begun training Rin Tin Tin's offspring. Rin Tin Tin Jr. and later Rin Tin Tin III carried the torch forward, appearing in new films and serials. Rin Tin Tin III even served in the U.S. military during World War II, helping to train over 5,000 military working dogs. In the 1950s, the adventures of Rin Tin Tin aired on television, reviving the legend for a whole new generation. Though the dogs on the show weren't direct descendants, they embodied the same heroic spirit that made the original so beloved. Even after his death, Rin Tin Tin continued to receive fan mail for decades. His legacy lives on in books, documentaries, and television specials. He was honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 1960. His descendants continue to be bred and trained by those who respect the legacy that Duncan began. The most famous of these caretakers was Daphne Hereford, a Texas woman who maintained the bloodline and managed the Rin Tin Tin name with great reverence until her death. What makes Rin Tin Tin's story so unforgettable is not just his incredible success, but where he came from. He was born into war, into destruction and death, yet rose to become a global symbol of courage, loyalty, and love. His life is a testament to the strength of the bond between humans and animals, how a soldier's compassion gave the world its first canine superstar, and how that dog, in turn, gave hope and inspiration to millions. From battlefield rubble to Hollywood fame, Rin Tin Tin's journey is one of the most remarkable animal stories in history. He wasn't just a dog on screen, he was a pioneer, a savior to a struggling film industry, a hero to children everywhere, and a forever companion to the man who believed in him. Rin Tin Tin didn't just play the hero, he was one.